Hey everybody, and welcome back to Myst 5. We are here in a new age called Laki'ahn, or Laki'ahn, I think is how Esher pronounced it. And we still haven't really quite figured out what this age is about, but Esher hinted at battles and some pretty glorious things happening here. And we've seen some bones and other things scattered around, as well as discovered that the borrow power for this age is wind. The other thing that's going on here is that this section is home to a rotating, I believe, cage or something. Right now, it's facing this direction, and we need to help it face the opposite direction. So the controls for it are over here, where there's this windmill, but we can't actually use this. At least, I would assume we can't, just because the wind isn't on. So, we can try, though. Yeah, okay, so none of that's really doing anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the tablet here and input this, the wind power. And let's see what we can do with that. First of all, does that do anything? I'm hoping that rotates it. Nice. Hard to tell from here. Let's see if we can see anything more clearly just by walking up closer to it. Okay, it looks like it's still in the same position. So maybe we need to press the other button, or maybe one of the levers. Try that. I don't know if that did good. It's kind of hard to really see anything when the wind power is very visually kind of a visual impedance. Oh, we raised it. Okay, so we probably don't want to do that. Does that mean that the other button lowers it? Also, what's going on with the sky? It's getting darker out here. We saw this earlier, but it doesn't seem to last long, which seems to indicate that it's either a very short day-night cycle that's heavily weighted toward day, or there's an eclipse going on here, which could be a part of the cycle. Well, I guess we'll have to do this out here. I just want to rotate it, that's all. Alright, let's do... Is that even doing anything? I don't see it lowering. Oh wait, I bet I have to do this. Oh, that's rotating. Okay, let's try going back now. We have to see if it's at the right elevation, but the slate's gone. Oh well, we'll have to go back to the start and get it anyway. Especially if we're going to link into there. I just hope I can get this correct on this. Okay, so it looks like it's open the right way. We just got to get it back down. So maybe we just need to use the left lever again. Just wasting a bunch of time doing that. Come on, wind, stay put. that did something good. I think it did. Looks like it's in the right position. So yeah, the controls for that thing, you kind of have to discover them by trial and error a bit. Yeah, the pedestal is facing the opposite direction, so I think we've accomplished what we set out to accomplish. Also, this music is really epic sounding. Whatever happened here must have been pretty interesting. Was it this way? Yeah, it was this way. Alright, so let's go back to the start. The slate should be there. And I believe with that we should be able to get inside. And out the correct direction this time. Alright, so now let's see what's over here. Wait. Is this not right? Oh, don't tell me that... I thought there was like an open path over there. The whole... Wait a minute. The whole thing doesn't rotate, does it? I thought it was just this part. I am genuinely confused. I honestly forgot how to solve this. I don't know. I'm really curious if we activate the wind power from here. What happens? Does anything happen? I'm not seeing anything. I mean, the doors aren't blowing open there or anything. So obviously we're missing something. Maybe you do have to raise the thing up. Maybe that is part of the solution. I like how the bubble just completely shields us from that. When you walk out here, it's like... That's kind of funny. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just try the... I hate having to go back and forth like this, but let's just try it out. I'm going to go race back here and try to get the rotation... Or not the rotation, but the pedestal to go up. And I don't know if that's going to raise other things. It didn't look like it from where I was standing. I could be wrong. Who knows? Alright, so that's the one that controls the elevation. Alright, I think that's correct. I don't know what this does, because it seems like it isolates the platform. But, oh wait, I just lowered it. You know, that raises an interesting point. Oh, you had to lower it, of course. Because now that lowers the other stuff. Okay, so it does control more than the thing. So if we use this to link there... Will we end up under the mud? Considering all the exceptions that this game has made to places that you link for the convenience of a cutscene or for things to work out a certain way, I would be surprised if we were in the mud. But, I mean, it's a worthy question considering the way these mechanics are supposed to work. Alright, let's link there. Okay, good. We are here. And now we can move forward. Okay, so that was just all we had to do. So yeah, that is the top of the pedestal there. Alright, so where are we going? It's like we're entering a pretty sizable area, and the music is really kicking in here. It's like an amphitheater of sorts. Wow. Well, something happened out here. It looks like there's different pathways. This one goes into like a tunnel. This one leads somewhere else. Let's see where this goes. Oh, we go over here. Alright, so it seems like they would use this device to catch something and then lift it up over into this area? Is that how it works? And then would it go down there if it was living? Very interesting. Well, if this is indeed a battle, then was it a gladiatorial battle? Because that seems to be what this is suggesting, based on the setup here. But who is it between? Well, let's go over here and look around. We can't really get up into these seats. Nor can we enter that, so that's not going to work. So it looks like whatever we're going to do, it's going to have to involve this pillar and whatever this stuff is. There's a button there. And a device that... does that weigh us? I'm going to put this down for a minute. See if it gives us a different result without it. It does. Okay, so with the slate, so let's say this is 1, and this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So without the slate, we're 2 units of 3, and with the slate, we're 2 units, with the slate, we're 2 units of 3 plus 1 unit of 1. It's interesting. What does this do? Okay, so it looks like this turns on lights that match this. So maybe we just need to set this accordingly. So 2 units of 3. 1 unit of 1. So what happens if we step on it now? Does that do anything? Nothing's happening there. Oh, wait, maybe we have to do this. There we go. Oh, hey, here's another pedestal. That's pretty cool. Although, I kind of want it to be up there, because that seems to be where we need to go. So, would they weigh people here? Is that what this is? I like how there's like a man torso shape there. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna draw a circle. And then that. There we go. Dude, it's just right here. Wait, did he not like it? Oh no. Don't tell me I'm going to go all the way back to the start. Wait, it's not here. Okay, but the symbol is here, though, so we could go back. So is this that bug again where the slate just gets taken away from us? I bet it is. Alright, let's go back to Durabo. Man, that's just the worst. Still not here. I'm just gonna check the spot where it should be. Okay, it is here. That's really bizarre. Okay. Alright, so, how do we get it back up? That's the question. Do I press this again? No, apparently not. Maybe we have to put our weight without the slate? That doesn't work. Well, maybe we have to completely mess it up or something. Let's see if any of this does anything. Okay, there we go. It's raising up now. But now it's going a little too high. We might have wanted to pay more attention to what it was at before when we got here. I think it was something like this, and 2 of these, was it? We may just have to trial and error this one. Okay, it's coming down. Okay, that's too low. Let's try this. Just do one of those. That doesn't work. And if I put that in, it's just going to stay down, right? Yeah, nothing happens. So yeah, this is quite a conundrum here. How do you get it to go back up? Like, what triggers that? Excuse me. I don't really see... Well, wait a minute. There's a design there, but I don't think that's really... Yeah, here we go. You can see the moon moving toward the sun, so it is an eclipse. So when that coincides with that location, then that's when the nighttime happens. So maybe you have to do the opposite of all of this. Let's do 2 here, and just 1 here. And it's kind of a long shot, but at least we can give it a good try. Alright, so nothing there, and then 2 over this way. Alright, let's see what happens. So we go up. You know, I should have just stayed on there and ridden it up. I bet that's something you could try. Alright. Can I take it back down? Not in that configuration. Okay. So I could ride it up, then I can get up there. But I just have to be fast enough to pull that off. Let's just try one of those. I'm curious to see what would happen. Alright. We're in the middle of eclipse season here. Ah! It's not letting me... Alright, so you really do have to get the correct answer. And I think we just did. Okay, so... Tell you what, why don't we go back? Can't use the pedestal here, though. That is a real shame. I wish you could do that. But, unfortunately, we're going to have to go the long way around. Wait a minute. We can't go there. So how do we link back? Is there a way that involves jumping off this thing? One way... Okay, good. Okay, there is. Normally you can't do that in this game, so... It's kind of unusual that they let you do that there. See, if this were Uru, then that would be, you know, an instant no-brainer. Alright, so let's go here. let's link back to the man symbol. Wait, what? Oh. So if I stand on it, then it sinks. Okay, so maybe we do actually have to get it all the way up, so that way we can walk off it when it gets to this point. Okay, let's try that. So maybe standing on it weights it down further? So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if the solution to this involves taking like a total weight and then subtracting our weight in such a way that it would lower back down to the correct amount. Let's see what happens if we try in activating everything. Okay, it's still doing that. So So let's just say, let's just think in terms of the units here. So if this is 1, 2. Oh, hang on a sec. How would that work exactly? So this would be 2 when filled up. I'm not exactly sure what the counting, how that works exactly. So let's just say this is like 8 up here, 6 here, 4 here, and 2 here. So we hold a total of 7, I guess? So I think what the solution to this ultimately is we have to take something, we have to basically take the amount that would divide, or excuse me, not divide, when we subtract 7 by that amount, it's going to lower to this exact spot, if that makes sense. Question is, what is that? That's what we're kind of struggling with here. You know what? Let's just experiment with it and see what happens. I mean, we're not really going to be able to succeed unless we try this out and see what happens. So let's trial and error it for now, and maybe we'll stumble upon, you know, some info that can indicate, hey, you know, we're on the right track, maybe we're not on the right track, and eventually we'll get there. I really like this puzzle, though, because it's actually using things in the environment. It doesn't feel arbitrary. Okay, so now it's rumbling. It's not actually letting me... Come on, can I get in there? No! Okay. So it's not going to let me get off there unless it's exactly correct. Well, that's kind of... Ooh, boy. You know, one thing I'm curious about is if you're supposed to think of these in terms of like halves and wholes, basically. So here's what I mean. This is 1, and then together it's 2, and then maybe this is 3, and then it's 4, and then 5, 6. The question, though, is that doesn't really answer... Well, it could. This could mean 12, right? The thing is that they could have used, like, 7 up here, and then... Well, wait a minute. Could they have done that? 7, and then 5, right? We could have had 1 unit of 7 and 1 unit of 5, if this is what that's supposed to mean. So yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to really interpret this. Let's just open up all the things and see what happens. I think we'll have better luck that way. At the very least, we're doing an extreme instead of just some arbitrary thing in the middle. And maybe using the extreme, we could gauge what a potential right answer might be. Because I'm not sure how to really count that. That's kind of an issue. The thing that's kind of a little bit troubling about it is that it's using essentially a numbering system that builds on itself to indicate these things, and oh, we're not actually getting down at all. Okay, so when you open up everything, it just stays up here. Okay. See, I'm still wondering, I can't remember if we tried it out or not, but I'm still wondering about the potential benefits of, oh wait, we could just link back to the intermediary point. The potential benefits of maybe going and, just, come on, there you go, negating what our weight is from the applicable, scale things here. So in other words, deactivating that completely and then doing this. I don't know if that's right or not, but I figured it's worth a shot. It's still going to stay up there, so that's good news. Let's give it a try, you know? You never know. It might work, may not work, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. I realize that I could raise the panel back up, but I really don't want to do that. I don't know if that's going to affect anything else. So. I figured this little walk is not that long, so we'll just keep doing it this way. Alright, let's see what happens when we try this. Okay, it's lowering down. Come on, stay here. No! Man, so that's not going to work. That's... I'm thinking here. So let's think of it this way. If we could multiply this by 2, then what would that be? So let's just say, let's go with our original theory. These are units of 1, these are units of 2, these are units of 3, these are units of 4. So this right here would be 7. So if we could get 14, would that be these 2 and just these 2? I think it would be. Let's try that. So let's actually just change that. I think that could be the solution. I don't know if you actually have to press this again, but let's do that. If this isn't it, I'm going to have to rethink about how the whole numbering system works. I think if there's anything I'm learning from this Let's Play is that I sometimes fail to challenge the fundamental assumptions that I run with when it comes to these sorts of puzzles, and I really need to be more willing to do that. Alright. Please stop here. Please stop here. Please stop here. No! Okay, that's a real shame. And it doesn't allow you to get back on. Like, you'd think that you should be able to get off there, but you're not allowed to do that. So yeah, this would be Alright, I'm officially looking up a hint for this. I know when I'm beat. Let's do it. So yeah, I don't know apparently what each of these actually means. So this would be like 1, 2, this would be... Yeah, so if we're reading this as these are units of 3... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is 1, maybe this is 3, maybe this is 6, and maybe this is units of 10? Maybe that's how it works. So this would be 13, so we would need to get to 26. You know what, let me try this before actually consulting hints. So 26, how do we do that? We would do 20 here, and then 6 here? Or with one of these, I guess. So, I'm building this assumption based on the idea that these are building on the previous one. So, this would be a unit of 1, which means that 2 of these would be 2. But, this is a unit of 1 and another thing. So, let's just assume it builds on itself. So, this would be 3 all in all. So, that would mean these would be 6. So I guess you could either do, because this would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 under this assumption. You could do 1 of these or 2 of these. I guess that could work. And then this would be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which would be 10. Of course, this could, well, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this could be 10. Maybe this is 6. No, I don't think that's it. Let's give this a shot, though. I'm curious to know if this changes here. Nope, it doesn't. At the very least, it's something different, right? Oops, there we are. I'm trying to navigate to the hints here, just in case we need them. Okay. Once more, as Ken would say. No, that is not it. Okay, so I'm looking at hints here. Oh! Right. I forgot about them. Because this was the numbering system on Nolabin. I forgot that these were used there. At least sort of used there. Okay. So, yeah, that's right. So a single ring is the number 5. So 2 rings is the number 10. 3 rings is the number 15. And 4 rings is 20. Okay, I think I get it now. So this is 5, and these are 15s. So in other words, this is 35. So we need to come up with 70 if that's the case. So let's just say we did 20, 40, 70, and then 5? Would that work? Or wait, no, it's... No, wait, this would be basically the exact same concept as earlier, right? Because we've got... if under this whole thing, this is 35. So doubling it would basically produce the same result as earlier. Okay. So yeah, we wave 35 with the slate, we wave 30 with no slate. I'm going through these clues here that are basically spelling out what we already know. So, yeah, the general rule here is that there's this counterweight system that lowers the pedestal whenever you have smaller numbers, and raises it whenever you push the button to that height or so whenever you have bigger numbers. Let me see here. So apparently you need to set it to 45 in order to get it to that level. How you're supposed to figure that out, I don't know. Apparently if you set it lower than that, it's just going to be down here. And ooh, I love the eclipse. Okay, so 45. I guess you're just supposed to trial and error this? Seems a little strange. 30, and then 40, and then 5. Okay, so let's try that, see if it works. Okay, we did that earlier, didn't we? But then the whole thing just lowered when we went back down. Oh, wait. We have to add 35 to 45. Duh. Okay. So we have to get 80 is the, that's the key to all this. Okay, so this is 40, and this is 30, so that's 70, and then this would be 80. Okay, got it. Got it. If I'm right, hopefully this will lower to just the right level. Yeah, because we actually came upon the right solution earlier, we just didn't know what the numbers meant. I forgot those are on Nolabin. It's just, I didn't feel like that numbering system was very well developed on Nolabin. Alright, let's see if this works. If not, then I do not know what to do. Alright. Please stop here. Yeah, there we go. And it goes back up. Awesome. That's an interesting puzzle. I really enjoy it. It's just, I wish that this thing was a little more dynamic with where it started and stopped. I think that would have really helped it a little bit, because without that, you kind of have to just experiment and hope for the best. Alright, so we've got this amphitheater thing here. Pretty interesting. There's some sort of control here. Aha! Opened up a door. See if there's a similar one on this side. Oh hey, this is the jeweler door area.
Here, we watched the harvest of the gems, freed from the conquered Laki'ahn, painted with their bloods. What triumph! What grand sport! What displays of strength! Esher finds such strength brutal, even as she seeks it herself. Ah! To have such fellowship with my people again.
Alright, so it seems like our suspicions are confirmed. This whole area is indeed used for a sport of some sort, a very gladiatorial sport. Although, we still don't really know who was going up against these beasts that he was referring to. I guess they're called Laki. And I'm presuming that those beasts were the ones that were fished out of the water, I guess, and brought over using that crane thing. And then they walked here, and I guess something else came, or someone else came out from that cage over here. I don't think there was really anybody coming out of this. This may have just been, you know, some sort of control area or something that's whoever ran this show used. Because I don't really see a spot for anybody to come from over there. Alright, so we finally reached this door. But there seems to be a code to put in. And I just realized I forgot to look at that. I happen to know where it is. But we're going to do that in the next video. So until then, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves today. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to get notified in the next episode. And either way, I'll catch you on the flip side.